And our guests for the morning are here, a vision in double denim and double leather. Oh. There is something for all fabric lovers. I was hoping that we're going to get another member of the 1975 turn up in like double suede.
Yeah, that would have been... Or cords.
Yeah,
I've got a cord suit.
Yeah.
I could have done that,
anyway,
but we're kind of like
Thursday, so
good and evil.
You really are like good and evil in your double denim.
Good cop.
You're good cop, and you're like
I'm definitely bad. Sexy bad.
Sexy cop. Sexy cop. Wow. How are you both?
I'm all right.
I'm all right.
It's a paradox, this whole situation. The reason that we're in a band is so we don't have to get up at 7 o'clock in the morning.
Yeah, no, but then when you get successful, you have to
thanks very much.
get up early because everyone wants to hear you on the radio. That's the problem.
Do you have like those cucumber things on your eyes?
That's nothing to do with being tired. Cucumbers on your eyes.
You remember those like weird fleshy?
I don't know what you do in the morning, mate. I don't know what you're up to.
No cucumbers.
Shoots.
Do you ever do that?
Yeah. Well,
sometimes an aubergine.
All right.
How are you doing with all of your schedules?
I'm all right. I feel all right. I think there's something wrong with me because I feel fine.
But you must be doing
totally
it like
fine.
at night time and then coming in here. And
Yeah.
Well done, mate. We're
Thanks,
very proud of
Matty.
you.
Thanks, mate. We need to talk about this new song, by the way.
Yeah.
Because we're going to play it in a second. We're going to play Love Me.
Amazing.
And this is a real change of direction, I thought, when I heard it. I didn't know it was you guys straight away when I heard it.
I think it is. I mean, it's like we've been away and we've been working on this new record for like a year and a bit. So it's been very much kind of trying to capture everything that's happened to us. And, you know, our life's been very, very exciting and very, very dynamic. So we wanted just to make a record that really, really expressed that. And I think with Love Me, you know, there's parts of us where we get a bit narked in the world that we're in, and we want to challenge certain ideas with pop music and talk about things that are maybe a bit more relevant or a bit more prevalent within pop music that people don't actually talk about. So yeah, we're back and we wanted to make some noise.
Yeah, I think that's the way to do it, though, isn't it?
Yeah.
If you're going to come back like second album, it needs to be.
Well, we had that song and it was just like, where else do you place that song? It's so
brazen,
over the top.
Yeah. So we thought we'd put it out first.
Yeah, we played it yesterday and we really like it because it gets such a reaction.
Does it?
Yeah, it really does.
We've been in rehearsals trying to get it right live, so I've not heard it on the radio yet.
Because there's a lot going on. That's what I was saying yesterday. I was like, I worry that when it comes live, there's almost too many instruments.
Well, you know what? The funny thing is about that song is that it's just everything's captured very well. There's not actually that much going on, but everything that is going on sounds really good. Yeah. So if you have to do it live, you've got to be actually dead good. So we're just getting ready to go back on tour and kind of take the new album out there and start kind of seeing how people react to it, because like you said, the reaction to Love Me on the record has been amazing.
Yeah, really great. And what was the fan reaction like so when you know, because your fans are so dedicated and they're intense and
quite OMG Ruffle orientated.
Yeah, it was. There was a lot of OMGing going on. We were quite, you know, I think we wanted that. We wanted, you know, like I think I said this when I was in this very room last week, that the one thing we wanted to make sure that if we were gonna have such a kind of dramatic evolution, it needed to feel natural and needed to feel like the only kind of conclusion that it could have been. So I think that, you know, our hard people who have just, I don't know, say gotten into our music recently, maybe they'll be a bit jarred, but I think that our fans were kind of expecting the unexpected to a certain extent. They didn't really expect us to come out with a song that sounded like, I don't know. And you got to remember, like, those songs on the first album, a lot of them, songs like Sex and Robbers, they were, we wrote them when we were like 19. How old are we now? 42?
40 something, yeah. We're all 40 something.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
So
I actually feel it today. I actually feel 40 something. But because that album was so successful, it was huge as well, and number one. How was it going to do number two? Because you know the interest is there. Was it a different frame of mind? Whereas the first time...
What was that?
What was that?
He's asking questions.
Oh, it's Chris's phone.
It was different, wasn't it?
It was a different state of mind.
It was a different state of mind. We found, to be honest with you, like, it was quite hard.
Right.
When we first came off tour, and remember we got like an award or something for the busiest band of the year. We'd done like 200 and something shows in a year, 2014 or whenever it was. And after coming off that, kind of, it's such an intense life experience, and trying to channel all of that and then all of the pressure and stuff like that. Me and Georgia in particular found it quite difficult, and it took us a while to get everything sorted in regards to the record. But then once we hit a stride, we realised that embracing those kind of times in your life is what makes great art, right? So it's
the cliche is like, difficult
second album.
But I think
it is difficult. Is what we're saying.
Yeah,
it's really hard.
Yeah.
The thing that fundamentally makes it so different is that on the first album, you're like, oh my God, someone wants to make our album. This is really exciting.
Yeah.
We're just going to go and do it. And then this time round, there's just infinitely more expectancy, and you just overthink about everything. And, it's just completely natural.
Exactly.
You're thinking about what people are going to think instead of just being excited because you're in a recording studio.
Yeah.
It's pretty much as simple as that.
So we forgot about all that and locked ourselves away for 4 months and came out with something that was genuinely
terrible.
About the truth. That's all. It's just about the truth, Grimmy. That's all we want to do.
Right, well, should we play this?
Let's hear it, yeah.
Should we play this? After 4 months locked in a shed somewhere, they came back with this. The 1975 are here on BBC Radio 1. If you want to say hello, 81199. I like this bit.
It's very zany, isn't it?
It's quite happy Halloween, that bit.
Is actually me doing that.
Yeah.
It's beautiful.
Very well edited.
It reminds me a lot of Weird Science. That's kind of
Yes, Weird Science.
Or the Goofy movie. Do you remember the Goofy movie?
No, I've never seen the Goofy movie.
Right, well, go and watch the Goofy
didn't see
movie.
the Goofy.
There you go. That's
I love you being like, we've been away, we're back, and reference was the Goofy movie.
Pretty much. I told you we've been locked away for 4 months.
Yeah, it's very Space Jam.
Oh my God, Space Jam. That's a whole other conversation.
I've never seen Space Jam. I know. I know. I said it yesterday as well. I've never seen Back to the Future.
Neither have I.
And it kicked off yesterday when I said that.
Admit.
I feel like I've seen like 3 films.
Well, if you haven't seen Space Jam or Back to the Future, you haven't seen cinema. And I'm talking mainly about Michael Jordan's performance in Space Jam.
Right.
Height of his career. Amazing stuff.
And is he in space?
No, he's not. He's in an animated world that he finds himself in due to some kind of basketball problem.
Right.
And I think it's resolved by Bugs Bunny.
By Jam. Jam solves it.
Exactly. Whoever came up with that idea for a movie is amazing.
Yeah. We need to see that one day. We should. Have you seen it?
Space Jam.
So it's literally just me that's not.
Yeah.
Great.
It's a bit of a 90s classic.
I read that Love Me is all about like your fans, sort of like you're dealing with like your newfound fame.
No, not really. No, it's got nothing to do with our fans, because that would be as if we were kind of having a go at them. The amazing thing that we have with our fans is because we've been able to, create this kind of sense of community.
Yeah.
Whenever I'm, I suppose, let's say within the music, being sarcastic or being a bit snarky, everybody's kind of in on the joke, because the kids, our fans know who I am, and I'm not the type of person to be, start having a go at people. It's about narcissism. It's about, the cliche of buying into your own kind of self-mythologizing rock star cliches. Because literally, if you go on the road for 2 years and you're in a popular band, people treat you as such, and it's not like you kind of start to lack humility or anything. It's that all of these things become reality, all of these daft, silly, superficial kind of things. And I think that, when we were really wanting to, delineate the fundamentals of the human experience on this album, we were very, very aware of all of the things that we didn't care about.
Yeah.
So we kind of wanted to write a song about that.
Because things people will treat you differently. And especially if you're like rocking up in like double denim, double leather, and you've had a #1 album, people are like, oh God, we've got to treat these people differently.
Exactly. Get him a coffee.
To regular humans.
Yeah, exactly.
Like, it does happen. I've seen it happen to me.
I know. And it makes you feel a bit weird.
My weirdest thing that I've seen happen to people is this happens when you get really famous.
Yeah.
So if like Mariah Carey's thirsty, she'll just sort of give a look that she's thirsty. And then someone won't just pass you, like if you say, can I have a drink, I'd pass you a bottle of water. Yeah. They unscrew it.
Oh, yeah.
If they do the unscrew and then hand it you, that's when you are too famous.
Yeah, you're right, to be honest with you.
You cannot screw the lid off a drink. That would be insane.
I know. I'd feel a bit uncomfortable with that, to be honest.
And if you have a hot drink with a straw, that's when you're crazy famous.
Well, you're just mental if you
Kim Kardashian does that.
Exactly.
Too famous.
What does she drink with a straw?
Hot chocolate with a straw.
Well, that's
5
just,
sugars, Shad,
That's
isn't
just a reflection on
Why
her being
is that? Is
mental,
that
I
something
think.
to do with like the makeup?
I'm not touching a cup, okay? Key cup. I'm not touching a cup, okay? I got 40 million followers. We have some of your fans on the phone because they want to speak to you, and there's been a lot of excitement all week about you being on the show. So we're going to speak to them. First up, we have Tom. Morning, Tom.
Hi.
Oh, is it
Hi,
Tom Tom?
Tom.
Is it Tom Tom?
Yeah.
Oh, not Tom Tom like the sat nav.
No,
the sat navs are available.
Who's Tom Tom?
He's a fan of ours.
Yeah.
And he's a mate of ours, kind of, because we've met him a bunch of times. All right, Tom.
No way.
You alright?
Yeah, how are you doing?
I'm fine, thanks.
What's going on?
We spoke loads, so this isn't strange.
This
at all.
is just like you
This is
two
just an
having a
everyday
chat.
occurrence.
Tom, when did you first meet the 1975, and when did you realise you were a real life fan of them?
It was actually outside Radio 1.
Oh, really?
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
Keep going, man.
Like 2 years ago now.
The reason that I remember you so vividly is because he was like the first person on the internet that had a 1975 in his name.
Oh, really?
So your name is Tom 1975, right?
Yeah.
So then he became kind of infamous amongst the fans and stuff.
Uh-huh.
You got a lot of attention, Tom.
Yeah, good and bad.
Oh, really?
Oh, really?
Oh,
Would you
here we
get
go.
back- Go on, what's the bad
What's the
stuff?
bad
Come on,
stuff?
give us the goss.
Getting
Very
beat up at the
windy
show.
very windy where you are, Tom.
I know, I got told to walk back home. I'm supposed to be at school.
Oh, it's so windy.
All of our fans getting
So
kicked out of
windy,
school,
kicked out of
standing
school.
in wind tunnels.
Do you like the new song "Love Me," Tom?
Yeah, of course, I really like it.
Great.
Thanks, mate. Cheers, but we really like you.
Oh, thanks.
Tom, it's too windy.
Okay, I'll stay still.
Stay still.
What gigs can we see you at, Tom?
London, Brighton, Southampton, Cambridge, and maybe Southend.
You see, everybody,
okay.
that is commitment. That is
Dedicated.
commitment.
Dedicated.
Cheers,
Tom,
mate.
is there ever a moment where you're like, oh, I'll go and get a drink during this one?
No, I have to put up with the first.
Yeah, because I always, if my friend's ever in a band and you see that show more than once, I'm like, oh my God. I've
God,
gotta
think about
sit
what
through
it's
this
like for
again.
me.
You're in it?
I know.
Oh, nightmare.
So
No, you
bored.
did it.
I'm sat there with a
We
wine,
just
3
always want
songs
to
in.
watch it.
I've always said that. I'd love to watch it.
Have you watched it back? Like, has someone ever filmed the gig? And you sat and watched it?
Yeah,
but
but it's
I
not
want to
the
watch
same,
it
is
like
it?
proper. I want to, people say what band do you want to see live more than anyone. I say my band.
Amazing. Amazing answer.
Because I get, because I can go and see loads of other bands. I want to stand in a crowd and watch my band and be like, they're good. and then
It's not about that guy's outfit.
But to be, yeah, exactly. I'm not sure about the double leg.
Next up, we have Dan. Morning, Dan.
Hi,
Hi, Dan.
How are you, Dan?
I'm good. I'm sat in a car with my friend Phil. Hello.
Hello.
Hi, Phil.
Dan and
Hi.
Phil.
Dan and not
Like,
Dan and
like
Phil.
Dan and Phil. Like Dan and Phil off the radio.
But, Phil, I told you we didn't call up as fans. Oh my god.
Oh, my
Very
God.
embarrassing.
That
We
is
totally
embarrassing.
are. And we have a question for you guys.
Hang on. Before the question, you can't phone in Radio 1 if you're on Radio 1 as fans.
Oh,
But you can't. People are like, the hotline's ringing off the thing.
Exactly. What are you supposed? It's your day off. Why are you ringing?
Yeah,
in
it's
work?
early as well.
musicians as much as everyone else, Grimmy. We should be allowed to.
All right, then, ask your question to the 1975 Dan and Phil from Radio 1.
Okay. Who were you guys massive fans of when you were younger that you would want to ask a question to? Nice.
Good
Oh,
question.
who would I want to ask? Well, to be honest with you, Michael Jackson. Just what's going on, basically.
What the hell is happening?
Let's be honest. Let's be honest. Just what's going on. I'm a massive fan. I love you, but seriously, what's going on?
Seriously, dude.
That's my question to Michael.
What?
Nice
I mean, where do you
answer.
even begin?
I don't even know. I don't even want to start about specifics.
No.
I love you,
Yeah.
but what's going on?
What's going on?
Nice concerned.
George?
I don't know.
Good answer. Good answer. Great answer, yeah.
Where can I find Back to the Future? That's probably the
Yeah, where
best
can
the
I-
question that you need to be asking.
Yeah,
Where's
just-
that on
just
at the cinema?
Me and Grimmy are just going to go and educate ourselves
We
on
need
Back
to
to the
watch it.
Future.
Dan and Philly, are you happy with your question?
That was a really good answer, thank you.
Sorry.
No, you're welcome. Enjoy your day off.
What are you doing, you two? Why are you up early? I didn't think you were morning people.
Why are Dan and Phil awake when the breakfast show is happening? We're currently on tour celebrating our book, and we're about to go on BBC Breakfast. Oh my god. I'm a bit scared. I'm scared I'm going to wheel all over the sofa.
We're going on the news.
Please,
I mean, that would be mint.
please,
Please
right?
don't do that. Dear
No,
God,
please
I'll try
do.
not to.
That would be absolutely
Please do
mint.
it. Because
That would be an instant, wouldn't it?
please do. It'd be such an internet moment.
I'll do one in here if you do.
Okay, we've got
Right, Georgie's gonna wee all over a chair in here, and you wee all over BBC
This
Breakfast.
is good quality stuff on the BBC.
Yeah, there he is.
Sounds
Very,
like a fan of the BBC.
Poignant.
very highbrow. Yeah, BBC wee. All right, bye Dan, bye Phil.
Bye.
Bye.
Bye guys, bye. There they go, off to BBC Breakfast to have a wee. Can you stick around for a little bit?
Yeah.
Because we've got to do the news.
Okay.
Fifth Harmony on BBC Radio 1. Before that, some John Newman. Morning, everybody. It's 8:41 on the Radio 1 Breakfast Show, and we have the 1975 here. Morning, George.
Morning.
Morning, Matty.
Morning, Grimmy.
Strong looks, by the way. If you want to come and see them, you can. bbc.co.uk/Radio 1. We're talking double denim and double leather.
The Radio 1 Breakfast Show with Nick Grimshaw.
Did you always do like risky leather trousers, or was this only like album number 2?
I
I've
had
never.
some risky leather trousers.
Yeah, you did, but that was more. You had of kind of like a hip hoppy thing. These
Right.
are quite tight leather trousers. Aren't
They're like
they?
Michael
Quite-
Hutchins.
Michael
Yeah,
Hutchins.
yeah.
Thank you for the
Hutchins,
reference.
Yeah.
I've never been. I've never been. I've never been bothered about leather trousers. I just never really had the finances
Yeah.
to afford them. So now I can buy leather trousers and sandwiches, and that's what I'm going to do.
Yeah, get it done. Leather trousers, sandwiches.
These are actually
treat
the ones
yourself.
from the Love Me video,
Sandwiches
which is
in
going to
the
be coming
leather
out very soon.
Oh, really?
There you go.
When
Yeah.
will that be out?
You sound like
When?
you're going to auction them.
I can't hear you. You're through a wall.
It's
Monday.
Soundproof. Monday.
Monday.
People mouthing things. I always do that.
I could hear them the
It's
first time. I
soundproof.
just wanted them to go.
Oh, Monday. Monday. It's going to be happening on Monday. Can we talk about what we were just talking about during those records? Because I wish we could just put everything out that happens in the studio.
I know, right?
I'd really, really love it. But you just told me a really good Justin Bieber story, which I would love
It isn't really
you
a
to
Justin
share.
Bieber story as much as it needs to start as kind of a public apology to Justin Bieber on behalf of me. It wasn't. It was a night out. We long story short, Ed Sheeran texted us, says, I'm playing the Hollywood Bowl. We were making a record in LA, so we went down. Started having a drink with him. We hadn't been out for about 3 weeks, so we were very excited. Thirsty.
Very thirsty.
Everyone starts coming into the dressing room. John Mayer, Abel, who is The Weeknd, all these people. So we all start chatting and drinking. Then I told Ed that I wouldn't be going to the bar and would just be using his dressing room as the bar and taking his rider. Anyway, we end up going out and ended up at this, Tori Kelly?
Yep, Tori Kelly.
It was her after-show party.
Yeah.
We didn't know this. We turned up just, and I know, but we were just completely hammered, as embarrassing as maybe. Justin Bieber turns up.
This is quite the night, isn't it?
It is quite the night. We were sat at his table. I was there with The Weeknd. He didn't really like me too much because I kept poking him in the chest and going, "You are Justin Bieber," for some bizarre reason. I was just hitting him in the chest going, "You're Justin Bieber," and he was like, "All right, mate." And
You didn't know about this until Ed texted
I didn't know about this till the
Oh, you
next
forgot about
morning.
this?
Yeah, I didn't know this.
Oh,
so I
God.
was there. Then Megan Trainor's there, and I'm trying to sing her song with her on the stage or something. I ended up leaving. I woke up on the floor of a diner at 3 o'clock in the morning in a toilet cubicle and had to slide my phone to somebody to book me an Uber. And I got up and I woke up the next morning. I was like, "Oh my God."
Oh, that's quite the text to
And
wake up to.
I got a text from Ed saying, "You and Bieber were amazing." I didn't even know I'd met him.
Oh my God. That's not
So,
a man to forget either.
I know. Well,
Can I just say as well, if you are thinking about going out drinking with The Weeknd, Tori Kelly, Ed Sheeran and Justin Bieber tonight, do it responsibly.
Oh, listen.
if you
do
are listening,
responsibly.
do it responsibly.
And listen, don't be taking any examples off me. I'm not going to sit here with producers being like, "Oh, kids might." Don't do what I do.
Don't.
End of story. Don't do it.
Because all you'll end up doing is wearing leather trousers on a Thursday
Exactly,
morning.
and have sick on them next to Justin Bieber, which is not a good look.
Yeah,
You've met him a bunch of times.
Yeah, he's been on air a few times, and do you know, he came on the show years ago when we didn't know who he was, when he was like 14 or 15.
Right.
And me and Annie were doing Sunday nights, and they were like, "This kid's going to come on, and he's like blowing up in America. He's called Justin Bieber." So he came on, and we were probably very patronising to him for a good half hour because he was super young. And then they were filming, and then it was in the movie. So Annie Mac made like what's the Bieber film?
Oh,
Never Say Never.
Yeah.
Never Say Never. So Annie Mac's in the movie. I got cut out of it.
Oh.
Yeah. Nice one, Peeps.
Oh, sorry, mate.
Yeah, no, devastating. Yeah, but no, he's been on a few times. And
He's a funny character.
yeah. Yeah,
He is a funny
he
character.
is, yeah. But
He's funny.
I'm liking that new tune. I like it.
Oh yeah, no, it's quite good, that one.
Yeah.
What do you do?
Yeah,
I like that.
that's
Yeah,
it.
no,
Yeah.
I like the one with the one
the
before.
Diplo and Skrillex.
That's great.
That's
a
great.
banger.
That is a banger.
Absolutely,
Did
yeah.
you see? I don't know if you follow him on Instagram, as I do, but I saw that yesterday he was putting up a video where he was painting a wall somewhere.
Right.
I was like, okay, but he had his own music on.
Oh right.
Really loud. And I was
Nice.
like, wow. I love it. Like, do a bit of decorating, probably whack my new album on. Get it on. Yeah. Nothing But Thieves and Wake Up Call on Radio 1, the 1975 are here.
Here I am.
Here they are. Here they are. We've got loads of questions coming in, so I feel like we should get some questions from your fans rather than just us
just talking
sharing
nonsense.
stories about Justin Bieber and stuff.
Yeah.
And we have Danielle on the line. Morning, Danielle.
Morning.
How are you?
I'm good. How are you?
Yeah, very good. Meet the 1975.
Hi, Danielle.
Hi, Danielle.
Hi.
Hi.
Do you have anything you would like to ask them this morning?
Yeah. I was just wondering, what was the inspiration behind the change in, the new look you've gone for and the sound and everything?
What was the inspiration on the new change and the look you've got and everything? I love your accent. It's got dead posh Geordie accent.
Where are you Geordie, Danielle?
She's definitely
Yeah.
a Geordie.
Yeah, I thought it's posh Geordie, though, isn't
It's
it?
like posh Geordie. There's a good sentence for posh Geordie, which is put the pussy on the cushion and push it with your foot.
Oh, wow. Can
Yeah,
we try
I know.
that, Danielle?
Put the pussy on the cushion and push it with your foot.
That's exactly it. You've done it right. What's your question, Danielle?
What's the inspiration behind how, you've changed the look of a new
new
album and the
change.
sound and everything?
Space Jam.
Yeah.
Space Jam, the movie.
Space Jam Goofy.
It's all about Space Jam. To be honest with you, Dylan, we I don't know, we wanted to. It's really hard with our band because we want to be really, really expressive and we want to try and have all the music be quite polarizing. So, I think musically, the influences on this record go from, Donny Hathaway all the way up to the Sundays and My Bloody Valentine and then Prince and In Excess. And, we want to we create in the way that we consume. So we just want to kind of be ambassadors for that idea. So I think that, just big parts of culture are our main influence.
Culture.
Yeah.
Culture. There's your answer. What's your influence? Culture.
Culture, yeah. Well, have a great day, Danielle.
Bye,
Thank
Danielle.
you.
Bye, Danielle. Let me see some of these questions because there's loads. People are sending in fan art as well. Have been tweeting fan art.
It's not rude, is it?
No.
Okay.
Because it was topless and then I enlarged it. But it's fine. The ends at the toplessness.
Okay.
Do you get a lot of that sent to you, insane fan art?
Yeah, it was really weird over the last 2 years as well because we found it quite touching. Even though you get a lot of it, it is if somebody, what is it? Beauty elicits replication. That's the whole philosophy, I think. And
Yeah, I think so.
something
Yeah.
like that.
Yeah.
And you and then kids. So when they want to replicate something, when they find something that they like, they want to replicate it. So I literally held on to everything I got for 3 years,
Wow.
which meant buying about 6 or 7 suitcases over the years. So now there's a part of our flat where it's just fan mail. So we
Wow.
have everything, but going through it is sometimes, a bit daunting. But yeah, it's amazing. Some of it's a bit bizarre.
Yeah. What's the weirdest thing that you can say on the radio at 8:52? Do you get weird stuff? Do people, fan fictions?
Oh,
I think.
I can't even tell you, Nick.
There's some
Do you get a lot of
bizarre
that?
fan fictions.
I can't even
we can't
tell
go
you.
into any detail, but there was one that was written in the first person from my perspective. So
Right.
it was like Matthew walked into the room, and it was me.
Really?
wow.
I didn't read that.
It's quite.
It's bizarre. I've said before,
The
the only-
weirdest, one of the weird things we got was a puzzle of our own faces.
Now, if you were a
It's kind
narcissist,
of
that
cool.
is a good pastime.
That is great.
A
Putting the
puzzle of your own
pieces
face.
together.
There's nothing I want more than that in my life. Where's
make-
my cheek? Where's my nose? There it is.
I've lost my eye. So people said in there. What inspired this name, the album name? We did talk about this yesterday because this is quite the album name.
Yeah.
I like it when you sleep, for you are so beautiful yet so unaware of it.
Yeah, no, I find myself going, people are like, what's the album? I'm like,
Huh?
It's called... It's you sleep and I... No, it's I like it when you... It's I like it
about
when you
sleeping.
sleep. Yeah, it's something about sleeping. But it's... Where did it inspire it? It was something... It's partially a reference to do with... there's songs on the record that are about, my relationships with parents and the kind of past relationships. It was something that I'd said to a girlfriend of mine at
Right.
the time. And it got thrown back at me not thrown back at me, but I immediately realised that it was something, and it was at a
You
time
never
where
said it like that.
no, I didn't say it like that. I probably said something like, I was like, you look nice when you're sleeping because you're fit, and then I changed it.
That's
later.
more like it.
You didn't wake up in the morning and be like, oh, I like it when you sleep, for you are so beautiful.
Oscar Wilde.
Yeah,
turned
so
over
unaware of it.
Yeah,
Fancy some Cocoa Pops?
Yeah, exactly. Hi, love, you look so beautiful. She's, I don't know what it is. I wanted, you know what it partially is? The first record was self-titled.
Yes.
And I wanted the second one to be long-titled. I'm really nailing the philosophy.
You know, I really like this album title because it's like nothing you've ever heard.
Yeah, exactly. And I wanted it to be overreaching and silly and beautiful and overly romantic, a bit like George.
Yeah, a bit like George.
Yeah.
How we all feel about George.
Overreaching.
Yeah. Overreaching.
Too massive.
Yeah, too big. Too big for the studio. Guys, thank you for coming in.
Thanks, Grimmy.
It was really great to see you.
Nice.
When are you going to come back and see us? Always have a nice
Not
time
in the
with you.
morning.
Yeah,
No.
it's too...
You can change your show.
I'll change my shift.
But we're going to go
brunch.
to a gig or something, aren't we? What are you doing tonight?
Tonight, nothing.
Do you want to go out?
Yeah.
Okay.
Should we do it?
do
Will you
that.
text Bieber?
Yes.
Get him out.
You are Justin Bieber.
Bye, baby. Then you fly, baby. Looking at the whip frame, that's a nice 80s. Used to throw it to me like...